Okay, so to get us started, we'll just start with quick introductions. Again, my name is Tiffany Rufino. I'm the Regional Director for Parent Villages here in Springfield. We are excited to be partnering on this program with Katie Bradford. And Katie, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself. And then I want to pass it along to the rest of our Parent Villages staff and board that are here that may want to introduce themselves.
Great. Hi, everyone. I'm Katie Bradford. I'm the Vice President of Partnerships at Waterford.org. Waterford is a nonprofit organization that supports early childhood learning and has been around for over 40 years. And the Upstart program that we're providing to rising kindergartners in Massachusetts has been around since 2008. So we're really looking forward to working with all of you to help get the word out to the community in Springfield.
Thanks, Katie.
Hello. I'm Paige Monroe. I'm one of the co-founders of Parent Villages, and I'm also Parent Villages clerk. I can't wait to hear what Waterford has to say about this program. I'm really interested in it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Latasha Newell, and I am one of the board members. And I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts, but I don't reside there anymore. I'm in North Carolina. So you may not see me, in person a lot, but I am, behind the scenes, and I bring the educational aspect to the board because I am an educator. So I'm really excited about this partnership, and I just can't wait to see what Parent Villages and Waterford just does together. I'm just excited about this. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Latonia Monroe Naylor. I'm the president, CEO, and co-founder of Parent Villages, and welcome you to this info session for all those that were able to meet us live and those who are watching this recording. We thank you for your interest, and we look forward to working together because it still takes a village for us to help our children, for us to help our families, one child at a time, one family at a time. So thank you very much, everyone, and Katie, again, for this opportunity for us to partner and help up to 750 families in the Commonwealth. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. And then I'll share my screen really quick just to show the agenda so you all can get a lay of the land, what we'll be going over today. Hopefully you can see my screen. So we started with the welcome and introductions. We'll share a little bit about why we started this partnership, and then we'll watch a short video about empowering parents as first teachers. And then we'll move into a program overview of the Upstart program, what you can expect with the program. We'll have some time for questions and answers, and then next steps on how to get started. And then we'll have closing remarks. Okay. So just a little bit about Parent Villages. We got started, and Latonia or Latasha, feel free to jump in as you see fit. But Parent Villages was started because of the fact that in, I believe it was 2018, only 7% of our preschoolers were ready for kindergarten. And then the year following that, it decreased down to 6%. And so the need to ensure that our children are prepared and ready for kindergarten is real. It's real in Springfield and in many other communities. And we want to make sure that our kids are ready to put their best foot forward. We want them to succeed in kindergarten so that so that they can enjoy learning, so that they can get used to seeing some success with learning and then see the fun in it and have some success in years to follow. And so we thought it was extremely important to partner with Waterford because this is something that is near and dear to our hearts and to the mission of Parent Villages, and making sure that we fulfill gaps in education that we see and provide opportunities for families when they become available. And so that's how we got started with Waterford. And we know that parents are our kids' first teachers, right? As soon as they enter into the world, we're talking with them, we're communicating with them, and they're learning so much from us. And so we, as parents, it's important for us to feel empowered and know that we are educators also. And so this little video will share a little bit more about feeling empowered as a parent, which is what we want you all to feel as we begin to embark on this journey. So give me a moment.
And tools to succeed empowers not only her, empowerment, becoming an agent of change for another person.
That is my goal, that my daughter has a step forward.
Giving a woman tools to succeed empowers not only her, but her children, so she can change a generation.
I just graduated May 13th with my associates in science and allied health. I'm back at it, yes. Education is the key. I have to do it. I'm doing it for me, I'm doing it for my children. Set an example for them that they can continue to do good in school and continue their education.
It's a tough task for some moms who have a desire to help, but feel their level of education might make it difficult.
I can read, but she say I read slow. And I don't knock her for that, because I do. You know, I didn't have the proper education. I mean, I did pass 12th grade, but I put that in my kids now. Like, I want y'all to be smarter than me. I want y'all to do better than me. And that's what I want from my kids. I want them to get this education, because that's what's more important.
When you don't have the formal education yourself, helping your child succeed can be a struggle.
Especially single moms that have one income are not able to afford preschool. So therefore that would leave their children behind compared to the ones that are able to afford it.
That is where Waterford Upstart comes in.
You think as Waterford, Upstart itself, that it's only helping children prepare for kindergarten. For my refugee community, I feel like it's a lifetime changing for the whole family.
This early education tool helps loving parents become their child's first teacher.
The great part about this program is you don't need to have any special knowledge to help your kid.
And that gives a mother a sense of pride. Her child will be ready for their first day of school.
What more could a mother want other than seeing their kids learn, improve themselves, and have fun at the same time? I mean, it means everything to me.
Because empowering a child to begin school with confidence may be one of the strongest ways to empower a mother working to build the next generation.
Your childhood affects your whole life, I think. And I just don't wish my experiences from childhood till today, I don't wish any of those experiences on anybody. I just want my kids to be able to enjoy life to the fullest and not have to stress about bills, and I don't want them to live paycheck to paycheck. I just want them to be super successful.
Okay, sorry about that. Kind of lost my place. Okay, so I hope you all are feeling empowered after that video. And I know it talks a lot about moms, but we also want to empower our dads too, because they can play a role just as strong as moms. And so with that, we will pass it on to Katie to share a little bit about the program, give us an overview and what to expect.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to share my screen. This is just like a brief overview. Can you see that?
Yep, we can see it, Katie.
Thank you. So this is just a brief overview of the program. Kind of takes you through what to expect. But essentially, Waterford Upstart is, a nonprofit-driven early education program that's been around since 2008. That really helps 4-year-old children become ready for school. The studies that we have done over the past 12 or 13 years have shown that children who participate in the program outperform their peers at least through 4th grade. Regardless of background or income level or any of those demographic pieces. And the summer learning path program in particular that we're talking about today was developed from the Waterford Upstart curriculum. It's very similar, using the same curriculum, but it's meant to combat some of the issues we've been dealing with related to COVID, school, and everything has been upended. So parent support, school, anything that families were doing before COVID were upended it in every conceivable way. So we wanted to provide a program to help kids catch up and get ready for kindergarten. So we offered it last summer in 9 states and the Navajo Nation, and the results were wonderful. We had kids graduating from the program at nearly a 1st grade level of reading and math concepts for kids in this age group. And we had the best gains. The biggest improvements were from special education, English language learner, low income, and minority students. They saw huge gains, which was really exciting and exactly what we hope to see. So we're rolling it out again, and Massachusetts is one of the states that we're working with this year to roll out the program. We have, as LaTonya said, we have at least 750 seats available, already paid for and free, completely free to families and the organizations helping us spread the word. And more seats potentially if needed. So just to tell you a little bit about how it works, families will go to our website and fill out a brief registration form. It takes about 5 minutes. It's available in English and Spanish, and it's very simple. We don't want anyone to feel like they're being tricked with legal language or anything like that. So we keep it really simple. Ask a few questions about where they live, and then we ask them if they need a computer or internet. And that's just on the honor system. They just say yes or no. And if they say yes, we send them a free laptop and internet connection that they can use and keep after the program is completed. And then they take a brief pre-assessment at the beginning of the program so that we can see where they're at currently. So some children may have very few literacy skills, and that's fine. We'll support that. Some kids have already been reading at home and they're a little bit further along. The software that they'll be using is adaptive, so it'll meet them wherever they're at. If you have some really smart kids joining the program that are pretty advanced, the content goes all the way up through a 2nd grade level. So it supports lots of different levels of learning. Also throughout that process, we try to really support the parents to get involved and be part of the process. It's a great opportunity for parents to learn how to participate in their child's education. We provide coaching and tips for how to get involved. So there's an app that parents can download called Mentor, where they can see exactly what their kids are working on and how they're doing. We'll send notifications through that app about 3 times a week to give them updates on how their kids are doing, some tips they can do, around the house or as they're going about their day to support what children are already learning. So for example, if they're working on capital letter A's, it might say, hey parents, you can point out capital letter A's next time you go to the grocery store with your child to help support what they're currently learning. And then one of those notifications will generally be around social emotional learning. So things like learning how to share, playing with other children, helping people when they need help. Some of the skills that that children might miss learning by being in a preschool environment, they can pick up through the notifications and the curriculum that we provide through Waterford. We also have program coaches that support parents. So they'll talk to parents as little or as much as they would like, but typically it'll be about once a week. Those coaches are bilingual. We can also support other languages through translation services, up to 30 different languages. And they'll just basically provide some tips and help parents get through the process. So if they're having a hard time motivating their kids to sign on and do the work for 20 minutes a day, the coaches will work with them to come up with a plan. If the kids are starting to fall behind, they'll gently nudge parents to help them get back on track. Whatever they need to be successful in the program and answer any questions they have, technology questions, software questions. That's what the coach is there for, anything that they need. And like I said, the additional learning resources will be pushed through that Mentor app to help support some of those other skills. So what to expect: the children will do 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week. They're really fun. If you want to see kind of what they look like, our Waterford.org YouTube channel has lots of videos and examples of our curriculum. There's lots of singing and beautiful animation. It's really fun for kids, but it also has great results. As you can see here, most of the children that graduated from the program last year were at a kindergarten advanced level. In August, we'll do another assessment just to see how much they've learned, so we can sort of measure their project, their progress, and hopefully they'll start school in the fall feeling really confident. We want these children to go to school feeling successful from day one. We don't ever want someone showing up to school feeling not ready and not liking school from the start. This prevents that from happening. So that's sort of the overview of the program. Parents can go to this link, waterfordupstart.org/summer, or I believe you can also apply through the Parent Villages website. And it just takes a few minutes, and we will reach out to you and ship you the computer and materials you need, and everything you need to get started. We'll provide a training for parents at the beginning so they know what to expect and how to get started. And then we'll do a graduation at the end of the summer to really celebrate the children and their families for making it through the process. And completing such a big accomplishment that's going to have such a great impact on their lives. So that's a quick overview. Is there anything I've missed that you all would like me to discuss, or should we go to questions?
Well, Katie, when does the program start and how long does it last?
Good question. So the program officially kicks off on June 1st, and it lasts through August 31st. As long as we have seats available, we'll continue taking people after that date. We recommend the 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, because it just helps kids stay on track. But ultimately, completion of the program is 1,500 total minutes. So if they happen to miss a day here or there, they can make it up by doing a little bit more one day or doing a day on the weekend, whatever makes the most sense. But like I said, we'll continue taking students after June 1st if we still have seats available.
Thanks.
I have
Katie.
a question.
Great.
My question is, I know you mentioned 4-year-olds. Now, some 4-year-olds are going to kindergarten this in September, but then there's some that are, 5 years old and, even some 6.
Yeah.
So is there a certain, is it just the 4-year-olds, or, what's the exact requirements?
Yeah, great question. And thank you so much for asking. So the only requirement is that they are starting kindergarten in the fall. So the age is not something that we ask or is as important a criteria. I actually just had a call with someone earlier today who asked me, what about kids who are repeating kindergarten? Because that's also a pretty common occurrence. Those kids are eligible too. So anyone who's going to kindergarten in the fall, they are eligible.
I have a question.
Are you muted?
The time that they have to be on their computer learning things, is there a set time that they have to be on, or can they like be on, is it a set time that they have to be on?
Great question. So no, it can be any time. So we recommend, doing it at a time of day that works for that particular family. We find that it usually helps if they do it around the same time every day, just the routine helps. But for some families, it might be while mom is making dinner. For some folks, it might be, before work in the morning, or before they get dropped off at grandma's house, or whatever works for families, but it doesn't matter when it is. It could be anytime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question, Katie.
Yeah.
So as you know, many families experience remote learning. Many parents became educators, even if they didn't want to be.
Right.
How heavy of a lift will it be for parents? Will they have to be sort of alongside their 4 or 5-year-old doing this, or can they kind of like set them up and then cook dinner at the same time?
Excellent question. As the mother of a 3-year-old, I understand exactly how important that question is. And I think what's important to note is that we've been doing this program for 13 years. This is not a response, like a off the cuff response to COVID and a pivot. This was designed for 4-year-olds to go through on their own. And it's been, honed over the years to be really good at doing that. So I would say the only thing that parents will really have to do is probably gently remind their kids to go do it. But it's really easy for them to get on and navigate all by themselves. So, yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I was just checking to see if anyone else had any other questions. My final question is just around logistics of, the program starts June 1st, which is right around the corner. How long after families sign up, if they need a laptop or a hotspot to access the internet, what's the turnaround like for them actually receiving their devices and being able to get their training and hooked up with the coach?
So if they are getting a laptop, it will likely take about a week or 10 days to get it shipped out to you, to actually be, at your doorstep, so to speak. If you do have computer access in any way, even if it's on your phone, you could do the training in the meantime. So you can do that from anywhere. So you can start getting ready. But it'll take about a week for all the equipment to get sent out to you, but it's all ready to go. The software and everything you need is loaded onto the computer. You just have to open it up and get started.
Okay, thanks. And just really quickly, because you mentioned training, how long is the training for parents?
It takes about an hour. Just an overview of what the software looks like, talks them through the Mentor app and how to use it to keep track of what their kids are doing, and just some really basics about setting up routines to help their children be successful. But it's pretty quick.
Cool. I think an hour is worth it for me. If I can set up my kid for the rest of the summer for 20 minutes a day, I might take an hour to figure out how to do that.
I hope so. It seems like a good investment.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions?
I have another question.
Okay.
So I noticed on the slide you were talking about the amount of students that excelled, overall, like all the states and everything. So is this available so are you telling me that this is available in other states, or is it just in Springfield right now? Like, how is that? Because I'm asking because I know for me, I'm out of, I don't live in Springfield, but I would love to, have my son who's going to kindergarten participate in something like this. So how would I go about that?
Yep. So we're piloting the program in 6 states this year. Unfortunately, North Carolina is not one of them. The states that we're doing it in this year are Washington, Colorado, Missouri, Virginia, Maryland, and Massachusetts. So unfortunately, we cannot provide it in North Carolina because our funders have not. It's a matter of compliance with our funders and what they've asked for. So, but we're hoping to roll it out more broadly. I know that doesn't help you, unfortunately, but I wish I could be more help. So.
That's okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Did anyone else have any questions? No, doesn't seem like it. Okay, so Katie, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the next steps to sign up would be to go to waterfordupstart.org/summer. I did put that in the chat, and I put a little bit more information about the program for you in there as well. And yeah, we hope that you'll go ahead and sign up as soon as possible, especially if you have any technology needs, so that we can make sure that your children are set up and ready to go for June 1st. Katie, did you have any closing remarks that you wanted to share?
No, just this is available to all rising kindergarteners in Massachusetts. So if you want to help spread the word, even if it's not the right fit for you right now, or we really appreciate helping get the word out to the families that would benefit from this program. It's already paid for. We just need to find the folks to participate. So if you'd like to help spread the word, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'm on my email address should be on the calendar invite that went out, but Tiffany or Latonia can definitely share that information with you too. And in fact, I'll just put it in the chat right now. But I can send you all sorts of materials to help get the word out, flyers and images and videos and anything else that would be helpful. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Katie. And just I almost forgot to mention our incentive, which I don't know how I could forget that. But to help incentivize families and to ensure that our kids are not only ready mentally and prepared for kindergarten, but also physically and have their school uniforms ready to go. We're incentivizing families that reach X amount of hours. They have to reach 1,500 by the end of the program. But we're incentivizing families that however many children in their family, if they have multiple children or multiple 4-year-olds that are taking part, we will provide a school uniform for those that complete their hours. So we're hoping that families will sign up.
Hi, Tiffany.
Yes.
Can I say something, please? Katie, I just got to say this. I'm sitting here with tears in my eyes because of your program. I just want to thank you so much for partnering with Parent Villages, because this program right here is what Parent Villages is all about. You are helping the babies to get ready for kindergarten, and that's what got us started. Me myself, I am a foster grandparent, and I work with kindergartners. And when I worked with them, I tell you, 25 kids we would have in our class, only 5 would know how, to write, know how to write their name, know how to do things to get to first grade. But like I said, out of 25 kids, there's only 5. So 20 kids, they leave out of kindergarten not prepared for first grade because they wasn't prepared for kindergarten. And this program is just what we need in our community. I just want to thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. It's our pleasure. It's why we're here. We want to help make school a wonderful experience for all children. So thank you for partnering with us.
Well, I don't think we could have any better closing remarks than that, coming from the mouth of Mother Page, one of our founders. Thank you for those closing remarks. And if no one else has any questions, we can go ahead and conclude today. And, again, as Katie mentioned, please share, spread the word about the program, have folks join, come to our website to sign up. And I'm happy to take any questions. I'll put the email address for Parent Villages here, and feel free to share that far and wide as well. With that,
thank you, everyone.
We'll call it a day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
All right.